So if I can get the column drafted by 6, then I'll have plenty of time to...
Ron, I need to watch my nephew while I defend my crocheting championship.
Heather, I am on my way to a chiropractor's appointment, and...
Sorry, I can't hear you over. I'm leaving.
Okay... Maybe I can just drop him off at a daycare and... Oh, come on!
School picture day 2.
Huh. At least one of them managed to crack a smile.
Surprise!
Well, I was going to ask her for help, but just like that, both of our situations have lost all hope of ending well. Hey! Or maybe there's hope for this yet.
Just a couple of toys.
Good Lord Almighty. That's too much. You're going to spoil that child, Twilight.
And diapers, extra diapers, backup extra diapers.
I want to say this is also too much, but I have no frame of reference in dealing with infants. Speaking of which, come here you! Oh no!
I suppose we have time for a quick game.
You already did that. We're on a schedule. You're going to spoil that child. Let's move.
Is this art or a mistake?
I actually think that looks pretty cool. The pieces behind it, however, not so much.
Loving all the art.
That's a trash can.
We're at a modern art show. The displays, the trash can, the food, it all looks the same to me.
My latest piece, 1,000 Nights in a Hallway.
Wow.
Should I do it? I think I'll do it. And just like that, I have already made better art than this pretentious fool. It must be nice to be royalty. The last time I tried to save shopping time like this...
Stone Cold, you get back here this instant!
I was asked to leave politely, and it was awkward for everyone.
I think we got a suspect.
And that's why you never take your eyes off kids. Speaking of which, have you seen a little blue cult run through here?
But they were organized by color.
Firstly, I think that's your job. Secondly, since when does Twilight not organize things instinctually?
55 minutes behind!
You're not helping, Spike.
Alien alicorns versus space pirates?
Ooh, that sounds interesting. Let's go with that one.
I didn't even hear her leave.
You know what stinks? The closest thing I have to a solution that doesn't involve choosing between family and the hospital requires calling in backup for Flurry Heart. And I wouldn't wish this punishment on my worst enemy.
Now I'll just write it up again. With my mouth.
Seriously, Twilight? You'll help the toy store clerk, but not cheerily? However, I've got you now.
Is this an alpha model party
No,
cannon?
no, don't touch that!
You saw nothing.
This one's called A Kitchen Guard's Journey.
Yeah, I once made this piece myself after coming in from a rainy day and couldn't decide what to make for dinner. The point is, it's not art.
And the BAE would never...
You had better mean best aunt ever.
Best aunt ever?
Good. You made me nervous for a moment there. I admire the attempt, Flurry, but the execution was a tad off.
And we're only 4.5 minutes late.
You made that much of a fuss over 4.5 minutes? Also, I hope you have some kind of compensation ready for whatever poor soul is working at the hospital daycare today.
Gusty the Great was not deterred.
Or we could just bring her into a hospital room full of the equestrian equivalent of chickenpox instead.
I can't keep up with her.
Have you completely forgotten who you are today, Twilight? First you forget that you can teleport while you're running errands like a decapitated chicken. Then you screwed up organizing at the toy store. Then you didn't help Miss Cheerily rewrite her board. Now you're completely forgetting about the freeze spell that you used on the Hooffields and McColts. So for the love of all that is holy, would you please stop letting yourself be outclassed by an infant? See? It's not that hard. Seriously?
That was very, very bad.
Finally, now we're taking a step forward.
You're scared of me because I yelled at you.
Only to instantly take 2 steps back.
I've been a terrible aunt today.
I'd sooner call you a victim of circumstance, but the last few minutes have me likely to agree. Either way, you don't admit that in response to normal disciplinary action to discourage bad behavior, or you're going to spoil that child.
How about we head home, after we find your whammy, of course, and clean up.
And resuscitate the Alicorn abomination arbitrarily appearing in their room heart attack victims.
My art has always spoken to me about what I love, but knowing that it spoke to you about what you love speaks to me.
That's cool, Spearhead, and I can relate. But the difference between us is that I put a lot of spirit into my writing, while you're currently standing in front of a plain black canvas that I bet you charged money for people to come and see. I realize that ultimately this notion makes me just as pretentious as you, but a line needs to get drawn somewhere, and at least I admit it.
I shouldn't have agreed to watch her with such a jam-packed schedule.
Yeah, but what exactly are you supposed to do when your brother shows up on your doorstep looking like this?
My teeth are swords. My claws are spears. My wings are a hurricane.
Amber Alert, Cookie. I'm going to need a search party, my shinai, 6 zip ties, a bag of apples, and a child-sized horn shackle.
It's time for victory cake. And where's my nephew, Brawny?
That troublemaker of yours disappeared shortly after you did and has been giving me the runaround all day.
You mean to tell me you lost my nephew?
Listen, I tried to tell you that.
Oh, you really got me for a minute there, Brawny. Real funny. Oh, I almost sent you flying into the sun. Good thing you were just joking.
Sure. We'll go with that. If you have any comments, critiques, or suggestions, you can send me a message by following BrawnyBuck on Tumblr or sending an email to bronydebates@gmail.com. This video was supported by all of my generous supporters on Patreon. Please check out their content links in the description. You can also see how you can join them in supporting my channel and what you would get in return. Have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from all of you soon.